Hello and welcome to another episode of That Sports Guys podcast. I am Craig Forrestall. I am That Sports Guy. Go ahead and find me on Twitter at that_sports_guy, where you can find all of my latest football takes. Also, NFLDraftDiamonds.com is proud to feature the That Sports Guy podcast on its website. Stop by NFLDraftDiamonds.com, your official draft coverage king. Hello and welcome back to another player profile interview. Today we are lucky to have with us Coastal Carolina running back CJ Marable. But before we get into it, I am Craig Forrestall. You know me from Twitter as at that_sports_guy. But like I said, CJ Marable is with us today. CJ, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime, man. But I want to get into it, because you're from one of my favorite cities in the South. You're from the ATL. Now, I haven't stayed there for more than a couple of days, but what's life like in the ATL? What's life like in Atlanta?
Well, growing up, my mom always put me in sports. She always made sure that I was involved with sports and staying focused. And I would just always go to school, play football, play baseball, run track and stuff like that. Got to high school. The normal day in Atlanta in high school after practice, we'll go get wings and then go back to the crib, do homework, and start it all over again.
So you had your little routine down. That's good. That's the key to success. And speaking of success, You found success at Presbyterian College. You ended up there after committing to Arkansas State, but once you landed at Presbyterian College, they were lucky to have found your talents. You earned all Big South honors, and in your first college game, you hit Wake Forest for 162. Is that how you pictured your first year of college ball going, all conference and hitting 160 on Wake Forest?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I could tell you, like, with me not going to Arkansas State, I was just so motivated because I was sitting at the house for like the whole semester. I had took a semester off. So I was just so motivated. My drive I was just so built up. Like, I was like, I'm just going to prove Arkansas State wrong. I'm just going to prove them what they done to me. You know, what they done to me, they going to feel it. So, you know, throughout the whole spring practice, fall camp at PC, I was just so focus on I got to go crazy against Wake Forest. I got to be my first game. I just got to come out strong. I got to prove Arkansas State that, you know, they done me wrong and stuff like that. So yeah, the first game that was on my mind. Just have a good game. I mean, I didn't envision me to have like 162 yards, but I did envision me to have a great game though.
And like you said, you had an awesome first year at Presbyterian, and then after the season kind of made a surprise announcement, or at least a surprise announcement when I caught wind of it, and that was that they were moving to non-scholarship football. If you could just maybe take me through the day that they made that announcement to the team and what your initial thought was.
Okay, well, during the season, like midway in the season, it was like a rumor going around. I think when our teammates started like in the newspaper articles or something like that. So they took a picture of it and sent it to the group chat, and it was just a talk of the town throughout the season, whatever. And we had a meeting. The head coach, we had a meeting about it, and he just told us that this been going on since he been here. Don't worry about it. You know, he didn't really think it was real serious. Just don't let this get in the way of what we trying to do of our season. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this be a distraction. So after the season, we had a meeting. He just told us, like, this is serious. He didn't know, and this is serious. And if you want to transfer, I'll help you out and stuff like that. So he was real cool about it. And now,
how tough was it to leave the relationships that you made with your teammates? I saw that you had mentioned you developed a pretty close relationship with Rock Ya-Sin. How tough was it to leave those guys?
It was real tough. Yeah, it was real tough, especially the guys in my class. Really, Rock Ya-Sin was like, I could say, a big impact on my decision also, because we had a conversation, me and Rock had a conversation, and he was saying that he was gonna stay. But I think our head coach had helped him out so much, and he had got the opportunity to go to Temple. So he told me that he leaving and going to Temple. So I said, okay, I'm gonna just leave too.
And then when you
That's how
landed
I
at
went.
Coastal Carolina, you just continued on just a really hot pace, and you've been contributing since you got there. What is it about that Coastal Carolina
Yeah.
offense that fits you so well?
Uh, I just really like the offense. I feel like I'm the type of person type of player I could play in the offense, and I'm just grateful that my coaches believe in me and put me in positions to like basically carry the team and make plays.
And you joined pretty elite company last season. There are only a couple of other running backs in program history, three to be exact. D'Angelo Henderson and Lorenzo Taliaferro both got time in the NFL, and then also Patrick Hall. They're the only other running backs in Coastal Carolina history to have a 1,000-yard rushing season. What does it mean to be
Yeah.
ranked towards the top of running backs when it comes to the history of the program?
That means a lot because playing this game and doing this, you always want to be up there in history. You always want to leave a legacy, and being in a conversation of elite players like that, it means a lot. I talk to D'Angelo a lot, and we just talk about keep grinding, keep working. He tell me just keep working, you up next and stuff like that. So it means a lot to be in that conversation. I'm able to my name's in the history books, and I'm able to leave a legacy.
And with today's game evolving, the days of the 30 carry running back, they're few and far between. You don't see it as often. Now the game is more so centered around backs that can give you combo touches, that can catch the ball and also run the ball inside and outside. You have the ability to do all of those things. How do you think your
Yep.
game will translate to the NFL?
I think my game will translate perfect. I mean, it's like perfect timing with me right now. I'm in a great position. So only thing I gotta do is just keep working and keep I can catch real well, but I always tune it up. What I'm saying, tune up my route running and stuff like that. I feel like I'll be all right.
And now, is playing in the NFL something that you always dreamed about? And would that be a dream come true?
Most definitely, I always dreamed about this. I dreamed about this since I was 5. I've been telling my mom I want to play in the NFL, and this will be a dream come
And
true.
we talked about how you joined elite company last season with 1,000 yards rushing, over 1,000 yards rushing. You were also on the All Sun Belt team. What else can you do? What are your individual goals for the upcoming season?
For the upcoming season, my individual goals is just with the rushing yards, at least 1,300 or more. Touchdowns, 20 or more all-purpose touchdowns. Receiving yards, 300 or more receiving yards, and get in the bowl game, get invited to the combine, and
And you,
stuff
and you
like that.
talked about it, on an individual side. And now for the team, I guess, what are some of the team goals that you guys have discussed in the off season and throughout this whole coronavirus situation?
Our team goal is just learning how to finish and going going to the Sun Belt Championship and winning the Sun Belt and also going to the bowl game. But I feel like our main goal is winning the Sun Belt because when you win the Sun Belt, the bowl game gonna happen. So winning the Sun Belt is our number one goal.
And now, sometimes people in the draft community or on draft Twitter, and you know what draft Twitter can be like, they refer to you as a sleeper. When you hear people say that you are a sleeper prospect, what does that do? Does that light an additional fire under you to go out there and show people, hey, I am not a sleeper, I am a top end prospect?
Yeah, most definitely light me up. When I see that, I just in my mind, I just tell myself that they calling you a sleeper prospect. Well, just wake them up.
And now I wanted to discuss one other thing that will add value to your overall game, and that's on special teams. You've covered kicks and you've returned as well. I guess talk about
Yep.
where that ability comes from, because having an all-conference running back contributing on special teams isn't always something that you see all the time.
Yeah. Well, it come from, I could be honest, it came from, in high school, I always been in positions where I always had to be on punt. I always been on kickoff. I always been on kickoff return and punt return. But I really like punt. And who taught me how to play the position that I play on punt, the gunner position is Rock Yusine at PC. I was behind him. I was just learning him every day, how he just kind of practice. It don't matter what position he playing. It don't matter if it's special teams, cornerback. He gonna play the position with high energy, and he gonna play the special team position like it's the cornerback position. You know what I'm saying? He give it the same respect. So I really got it from him.
And CJ, we spent a ton of time talking about you on the field and getting to know more about you and your accomplishments. But if you'll be good with me and if you'll transition, I want to go on to what most people have said is the most difficult part about this whole conversation. And I'm going to hit you with the first question. What is that song that you are embarrassed to admit you like?
I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but Janae Aiko.
Mm-hmm.
I know I listen to her most of the time. Like her album, I love her album. I love her music.
What's the dream car?
My dream car, I'm really not infatuated in cars, but I say my dream car is like Aston Martin.
All right, something fast, kind of like you on the field, huh?
Yeah,
and what's been the most interesting college class that you've taken?
Let me think. When I was in PC, I took a theater class. We were doing plays and stuff like that. That was really interesting.
Now, what's the best restaurant somewhere close to campus?
I think Big Mike's Soul Food is the best restaurant.
And now, what do I need to order over there at Big Mike's?
Macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, the cabbage, and cornbread.
The cornbread. Now we're talking. That's me all day. Hey,
yeah.
And now, CJ, this is going to be the last question that I got for you. If you won $1 million and you could only donate it to one charity or one cause, what would that be?
I donated to all the single moms that's in the poverty in the in the United States. I just try to help them out, and the single moms help pay their bills, or their kids help them get haircut before school, back to school shopping, make sure they good on supplies, laptops, and
that's
stuff
awesome,
like that.
Man. That's beautiful. And what's that one thing that we need to be on the lookout for with the Coastal Carolina program?
This year, the whole year. This year gonna be history. This year gonna be the first year that we Coastal Carolina go to a bowl game. We're gonna make.
You heard it here first from CJ Marable. Coastal Carolina is going to secure that first bowl berth. For CJ Marable, I am Craig Forstall. Until next time, stay safe and be easy. Hey everybody, Craig Forstall. Thanks for tuning in and listening to another episode of That Sports Guys podcast. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at @that_sports_guy to catch all the latest updates and podcast episodes. Until next time, stay safe and be easy.